this is Mrs. K. You're watching Mrs. K's Healthy Eating Channel, and we're here to help you to eat well and get cooking. Today we're going to do session 3. Now, session 3 is the tiniest part of the Eat Well Guide. If you look carefully at the Eat Well Guide, there's a very small section which is purple, which is called fats and oils. Now, I'll tell you later why it's such a small part, but actually it's a very important part of our diet. So let's get started and look at the whole subject of fats and oils. Why do we need to eat fat? Everyone's telling us to cut down on fats, and yet fats are so important for our bodies. I'm sure you all know that fat gives us energy. Well, it does. But the body uses carbohydrates first as an energy source. Like we did last week on our carbohydrate section, carbohydrates are an immediate source of energy for the body. If we run out of carbohydrate, the body could then start converting fat back into carbohydrate, because what the body does, it stores fat. And of course, where does the body store fat? It stores fat under your skin, and that fat layer is called adipose tissue. That's the official name for it. And that fat, what does it do? It keeps us warm. So we need a layer of fat. We do need fat, otherwise we would be very cold. The other thing is, so we need fat for energy, we need fat to keep us warm, but there's another very important function that fat has. And I wonder if any of you can tell me why I have got bubble wrap here. Now, what does bubble wrap do? I use bubble wrap when I'm sending some precious things in the post that I don't want to get damaged. And I wrap them up. I wrap it up so that if it gets bumped and falls, the inside stays protected. Well, that's exactly what your body has developed. Fat is like bubble wrap around your precious organs. So we've got fat around your heart, around your kidneys, around your liver. It's around all the organs that need extra protection, because if you damage them, they can even cause death sometimes. Now, I'm sure all of you, when you've been playing out or you've been going to gymnastics or whatever, you've fallen and hurt yourself and winded yourself. Well, that's why we've got the bubble wrap, so that when you fall, you have extra protection for those vital organs of yours. So that's why I've got my bubble wrap here. Now, what's another reason we need fat? Well, we learnt in the first session that we need to eat vitamin A, which are all our orange vegetables and carrots and things like that. Well, the strange thing is that vitamin A can only be absorbed by the body if it goes with some fat. So fat actually joins up with vitamin A as well as vitamin D. It joins up with it, and then it can be used by the body. Now, vitamin D, we know we get a lot of it from sunshine, but the vitamin D is a very important vitamin for our bones to be strong. And so, because it's such an important vitamin, and because we don't get enough sunlight often, the British government has made it a law that all breakfast cereals need to contain extra vitamin D. Now, if you have vitamin D on its own without fat, it's not going to be absorbed. So what is so clever about putting it in a breakfast cereal? Well, what do you have breakfast cereal with? Milk. And milk contains fat. So the fat in the milk and the breakfast cereal with the vitamin D join together, and then we can absorb our vitamin D. And today, when we've finished our session, we're actually going to be making carrot muffins. Now, carrots have got vitamin A, and we're going to have oil in our carrot muffins, so that we've got the two joined up. So we know that the carrots we've got in the muffins will give us extra vitamin A. Fat also is used to make molecule cells inside our bodies. So fat is a very important part of our diets. Okay, right, so that is why we need fat. Now, the thing is, fat does make us fat, okay? And you can tell by how much is under your skin. But there are two types of fat, and that's what I want to teach you today. There are good fats and there are bad fats, or not so good fats. And what the Eat Well Guide tells us is to cut down on fat so we don't become overweight, but it also tells us to cut down on what we call saturated fats. Now, it's quite simple really. There are two kinds of fats. There are fats that are hard, solid, at room temperature, right? You can pick it up and hold it. So I've got some butter here and I've got some margarine. Other solid fats would be lard. So any fat that you can hold is, with your hands, is a saturated fat. Then you get liquid fats. These fats you have to have in a jar, don't you? You can't hold these. Liquid fats. And these fats is some olive oil as well. These fats are called unsaturated. So we've got solid fats, which are saturated, and we've got liquid fats, which are unsaturated. And we have learned that these unsaturated fats are good for us, whereas these are not so good for us. Now, why? Well, these hard fats can cause our arteries to block. Now, if you think of take a straw. When you have a nice drink with a straw and you suck through your straw, the liquid comes through very easily. But what if that straw was made smaller and smaller and smaller inside? The tube was made really, really small. It would be difficult to suck your liquid through. That's what happens with saturated fats. It can line your arteries with a lining so that your vessels become narrower and narrower, smaller. The little hole in between becomes smaller and smaller. And when you become much older, like over 40s and 50s, that builds up over your lifespan, and eventually the blood struggles to get through to your heart, and that is what causes heart attacks. Now, these fats are more likely to give you those conditions. Right, what about, it's because they raise something called cholesterol. They are bad cholesterol. Now, what about these fats? These fats not only do not clog your arteries at all, they actually are good cholesterol. They actually get rid of some of the bad cholesterol. So they will eat up some of that bad cholesterol. So it's a no-brainer. We need to be eating more of these fats and less of these fats. Now, where do we find these fats? What do we eat? Good old pepperoni to make pizzas, which we did on our first session we made pizza, and I did speak to you about pepperoni being full of fats. Well, these are full of the wrong fats, so best not to use pepperoni. Bacon, for example, I've got some lean bacon here where most of the fat is being cut off, but you can see the white fat. That is all saturated fat. Those are the fats that we need to cut down. Now, that's not to say we shouldn't eat bacon or meats, but cut the fat off as much as possible. Also skin, like the skin of a chicken, that's full of saturated fat. Peel off the skin and possibly don't eat the skin. I know my husband loves to eat roast pork with crackling, but actually crackling is just pure hard fat, saturated fat. So I'm very naughty. I tend not to make him any crackling so that he can't eat it. Right, now as some of you will have heard or been to Italy or Spain or France, a lot of them don't use butter on their bread. They don't use any spreads on their bread. They actually dip their bread into olive oil. And that is because they follow a far healthier diet called a Mediterranean diet, where they use oil and they don't use these fats. I now never cook with these fats. I always fry with oil. I try to bake as much as possible with oil. We can't always do that, but the recipe today calls for melted butter. So I thought, well, instead of melted butter, I'm going to use oil. And actually, it works extremely well. We often make these carrot muffins at school and everybody loves them and everybody asks for the recipes to take home. So that's what we're going to try today. You can often swap a saturated fat for an unsaturated, healthier fat. Okay, now good old avocados. You know I was talking about avocados last time in session 1, but these have got a healthy fat. So vitamin E is a healthy fat and a healthy oil. What about our nuts and seeds? I've got here a packet of nuts and seeds. These have got healthy oils in them. Nuts have got healthy oils. And then we've got our wonderful fish. Salmon is full of these healthy unsaturated fats. Fresh tuna, herrings, all fish that are oily contain an unsaturated healthy fat. And in fact, those fish contain omega-3 and omega-6, and so do these nuts and seeds. They contain an omega-3 and omega-6 which we need to eat and have in our diets regularly because our body can't make them. So can't process them themselves, so we need to eat them. So these sorts of fats are the ones I'd like to encourage you to cook with and to eat with rather